welcome to my channel, So Sweet Violet. My name is Jules and this is my video journal all about the crafty side of my life. Today is Thursday, the 15th of June, and it is very hot, very hot. For a few days this week it has been almost 30, I think it has hit 30. Whew, it is scorching and I'm not a fan. More on that later maybe. You can find all the clickable links down below this video on YouTube of all the details, anything I talk about, patterns, yarn, where I bought things, all that kind of stuff. So whatever I talk about, just know that you can go down below and click on the links. So I run a small business with my daughter Bryony called So Sweet Violet, where we make project bags and what else do we make? Skinny pinnies, which are long pincushions. We've got some more of those to go in the shop actually as soon as I've sewn the tops up. What do we make? All beautiful bits baskets, which I have. They're halfway there, ready for June. I hope I'm going to get them in the shop by June. I think I will. And we source lovely tools, really good quality tools for makers. So yeah, it's all sorts in our shop, just lots and lots of lovely things, really lovely gifts and treats for yourself. And oh, we've got a few sewing advent calendars left. The knitters advents have sold out, and yeah, we've got a few sewist advents left, so I'll put a link to a video where I chat more about it below. Or I might put what is it called, an iCard up in this corner. Anyway, I hope you're all well. I hope you've had a lovely time since we spoke last. I think it's only 2 weeks since I last recorded, which I'm pretty chuffed about. Yeah, so shall we get on with in the making? So my first in the making is in my pin bag with all my gorgeous pins on. So these are my forget-me-not socks. I think I'm going to put a blocker, not a blocker. I think I'm going to put my sock ruler in so you can see the pattern. Doesn't that look beautiful? It's such a lovely pattern for self-striping yarn. I was looking for a pattern that didn't have any pearl bumps because I don't personally like the look of pearl bumps when you're changing a colour and you get that kind of one stitch that jumps out all along the row. And I found this pattern, which is free, which is amazing, called, is it the Groovy Socks? Or I think it's just Groovy Socks. And I'll put the link down below who wrote the pattern, but I think it's just beautiful. Can you see that little bunny there? Oh. That's a progress keeper in our shop at the moment. We've got turquoise, violet, this is violet, and maybe blue or maybe pink, can't remember. But I just think this pattern's beautiful. Perfect. I always think it's so kind when people do patterns for free. Anyway, so I have just plugged in this groovy stitch pattern into my vanilla toe up sock pattern. So I started at the toe, and this is a beanie toe, and I have, oh, let's take this out now. And I've just started the heel. Actually, no, I just finished the heel. We finished that last night. So yeah, just gonna go up the leg now, and this is the heel. Oh, hang on a minute. I just realised this is not my sweet vanilla toe up pattern. This is my Mabel cable sock pattern, and I took the cable out and added in this groovy stitch pattern. So it's toe up, so beanie toe, and it's got my mini gusset heel. I don't know if you can see, it's got some increases before the heel and it's got some decreases after the heel to take the stitch count back down. And this yarn is in our Forget-Me-Not collection, which we still have a few of those left as well, which includes a gorgeous bag, a skein of self-striping yarn from Liz, the Yarn Badger, a beautiful cluster Progress Keeper, and the most beautiful little wooden Forget-Me-Not laser cut and hand painted flower. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I love that kit so much. We're really proud of it, and we have a few left if anybody's interested. Yeah, so I'm loving this. This is a self-striping on its own. Gorgeous colours, isn't it? She did such a great job when we asked her to do Forget-Me-Not. We were quite specific and she really listened, and it is perfection. Do I need to say anything else about this? Oh yeah, I think the last time I spoke to you, I think I was here, because that's where my Progress Keeper is, but that doesn't always tally with me. And I just put a Progress Keeper here to mark where I started the increases for the mini gusset. I'm knitting them on 2.25 Chalgu red lace, not interchangeable. I'm not so keen on those, and 64 stitches. Is that everything? It feels funny recording out here. It feels like I'm forgetting to say things because I'm in a different place. Weird, isn't it? So that's those. Next up is in this gorgeous Laura Ashley project bag. We've also got some of these coming soon as well. Just need some water. I've just got water with ice and lemon today. Oh, that's good. Oh, this is a bit of a fail. This is my Felix pullover, and last time I showed it to you, it was way longer. The body was finished, I believe, and one sleeve was probably halfway done, and I tried it on, and the arm, this was too deep, so it would have been quite baggy. And I thought, oh, it doesn't matter, I'll carry on. So I carried on, and then kept thinking, no, I won't be happy with this, so I've got to deal with it. So I unravelled it back to one increase triangle less than I'd done before. But in the process of doing that, I lost all my stitch markers, so I don't quite know where they should be. So I've picked up the stitches again, and I need to divide, or I've picked up the stitches again and I've knitted the right length, so this is perfect now. And I'm sure I can work it out, but I'm actually getting a bit bored with doing it now, and I don't know whether to persevere and finish it, whether to rip it out and use the yarn for something else. I don't know. Maybe what I should do is sit down with the pattern and figure out where, or see if I can figure out where the stitch markers should be, marking the beginning of round and the sleeves. The sleeves shouldn't be too hard, but I don't know. What do you think I should do? It's very pretty yarn. The yarn is Malabrigo Rios. Oh my goodness, I am so tangled. What is going on in here? There we go. Malabrigo Rios in English Rose. And it's gorgeous yarn. I think also because it's really hot at the moment, the last thing I want to think about is wearing anything woolly. So, yeah, I don't know what to do. I've been knitting this for ages now, but actually I've got something exciting to show you. We are stocking these cute little needle stoppers. How sweet are they? Little donuts. We've also got them in white. Show you the white one. There we go. They are so cute. We've also got lemon and pistachio macarons as well, and I'll put a little picture on the screen of those because I did have them here, but they've gone and vanished. Oh, that's better. I had a little break and put my hair up. Whew. Let's have a look, see what the temperature is. It feels like a million. 25 at the moment, which doesn't sound very hot, but it is for me. The hot weather really doesn't agree with me. Yesterday I felt really nauseous and lightheaded and kind of dizzy, and I spent a lot of yesterday laying flat, and I get rashes and I just don't like it very much. But I am trying to embrace it more this year. I am, I promise. Okay, so the next in the making, I am so excited about this. Are you ready for some excitement? Did I talk about this last time? I don't think I did, but I've decided to make a new happy patchwork blanket, a rainbow one. So this, oh hang on, I'm tangled again. I can hear a helicopter somewhere. So this is my beginning. Oh, I love it so much. So basically, I've stolen this idea from lovely Cherie of Ollie and Bella, who I adore, and I'm sure you already watch her, but if you don't, please go and watch the Ollie and Bella podcast. It is lovely. Anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm doing a border of all of these kind of natural based yarns with just some odd speckles, and I'm going to do a border all the way around so that my rainbow will be encased in a pale border. So this is my peach row, sorry, this is my pink row, and my next row is going to be peachy pink. I know it looks horrible in these plastic bags, but I just had these bags left over from my fragmentation shawl, and I will just reuse these until they are no longer reusable. My squares are 56 stitches. I've got full details of how I do my squares on my Ravelry project page, so I'll link that below. So for the squares, I slip the first stitch with yarn in the back, and for the last stitch I knit through the back loop. For the centre two stitches, I have a marker in the centre, so I knit two together before the marker, slip the marker, and then knit two together through the back loop. I really like the look that gives. I have made it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I didn't realise I made it 10. I thought I made it, I don't know what I thought I made it actually. So I've made it 10 squares long, and I want it to be taller. No, I've made it 10 squares wide, and I want it to be longer or higher than that, so probably like 14 squares in height or length. And oh, I love it. So I've literally gone through all of my beautiful bits, my mini skeins, all sorts of bits, and found all these colours. There's lots more details about this on my Patreon if you're interested in that. And actually there's a 7-day free trial on there at the moment for the top tier. And that is going to run out at the end of June. So if you fancy having a free trial, and you can watch a lot in 7 days, please help yourself. Yeah, so there's lots more about this on my Patreon. Oh, it's just so gorgeous. I can't stop knitting on it. That's why my forget-me-not socks have not had that much done on them. I think probably, oh, I've got another idea about this I'm super excited about. Anyway, I think what I'll do is, I've not been knitting in the ends. I think I'm going to knot them very securely, and I'm going to back it with that baby unicorn fur that I've used on my other happy patchwork blankets. My other idea is, this is going to be saved for any grandchildren I may have one day, probably in the far distant future, and I am going to make a quilt to go with it exactly the same. So I'm going to cut squares that will be 1/4 of an inch bigger all the way around, so it will come out exactly this size, and I'm going to do low volume or pale squares around the edge just like this, and I'm going to do rainbows. It might even be Liberty, I don't know, but it'll be a beautiful quilt, and I'm really hoping it's going to be exactly the same size as this. And I don't know why I want to do that, I just do, because I mean, how adorable would that be? I'm so excited, honestly. So yeah, that's the beginnings of my rainbow happy patchwork blanket. I've got, oh, I'm on this square, so I've got one more pink square to go, and then a natural neutrally colour square. This square and this square look quite similar, but they're actually different. This one's sparkly and this one isn't. I'm just absolutely loving it. I just can't get enough of it. When I've used the neutral colour, what I do is so I take them out of the bag to use them and wind them up, and when I've used them I just plonk them into my basket, which I'll show you. And I know I've used them, but I think I need to get a different kind of bag, maybe a project bag, to keep those in, so that I know I've used them and don't get mixed up. Oh, I wanted to show you this. Look at these. We have some of these gorgeous scissor fobs in the shop, and this one is Liberty Thorpe fabric, and they are hand stamped using a stamp that Bryony designed and had made, and she's hand sewn sequins over it. It has a little velvet tab and a gold, what do you call it, round thing, so you can attach it to your scissors. Oh, I think it's so cute. So we have quite a few of those in the shop. We also have Coral Betsy as well, so that's something else in the shop. I think that's everything, although I could talk about this for hours. It's just one of those projects that is so soothing, because each square you do feels like an achievement. Now we have an aeroplane somewhere. Those are the sounds of summer, I guess. So that's that. A very exciting project. Okay, I have 2 sewing in the makings as well. Do you know what? I'm just going to sit back and have a little chat with you. It's been birthday season here. It was my mum's birthday yesterday, Pete's birthday the day before, mine last weekend, and oh, it's lovely. I adored my birthday. It was just lovely. So relaxed, and I felt good that day, which makes such a difference. I feel like with my lines treatment, I feel like I need to whisper this. I feel I am on the right track now. I definitely feel that I'm feeling better more of the time. I do get very bad days like yesterday, but on the whole, I'm improving, definitely. So that just feels so nice. But birthdays are hard work as well, aren't they? I felt quite exhausted afterwards. Oh, I forgot to share my sock ruler with you when I was showing my socks. This is in our shop. It's our own So Sweet Violet one. I just love it. It's just cute. You can use it for both toe-up socks and cuff-down socks. Because I do toe-up socks mostly, I know my measurements to knit. So for my go-day heel, I have to knit up to 6 3/4, and for a mini gusset heel I have to knit to 7 3/4. So it's just a really helpful little gadget really. And on the back it's got all the different shoe sizes. It's got UK adult, EU adult, US women's and US men's. It's just a really helpful little thing, and it's in inches and centimetres, so they're in the shop. Okay, oh, I don't know what to show you next. Okay, I'm going to show you this. So the week before my birthday I took off of work, and amongst other things I started making a dress. I forgot to bring the pattern up. I'll put it on the screen. It's from Merchant and Mills. It might come to me in a minute. But yes, I started this, but I have stalled because I didn't have any buttons, and I was quite pleased about that because I'm not sure I've ever made buttonholes in the... No, I definitely haven't made buttonholes in a garment that I've made. I'm not sure if I've ever made buttonholes. I'm a bit scared. The buttons were supposed to turn up yesterday but didn't. So I'm hoping they turn up today because Friday's my day off, and I would like to get some more done on this. I've also got a quiet weekend coming up because PT is playing cricket and going to watch cricket, I think. Or is he doing something else and going to watch cricket? I don't know. Supposed to be going to, I think it's the Oval to watch cricket, but it's supposed to rain. It's such a shame. He's been there, this will be his 3rd time, and every time it's been rained off, so it's such a shame. So I hope it doesn't rain. Although I really hope it does rain here because we haven't had rain since, I think we worked out, the 11th of May. And now it's the 15th of June. And it's been, as I said before, really hot. And it's because we've got a lot of new plants, it's such a time consuming and resource consuming thing to keep watering. So yeah, I will be glad of some rain and some cooler weather. So what is this dress called? No, it's not coming to me, but it's got quite a long skirt, but this pattern has no pockets in the skirt, which I think should be illegal. So I'm going to try and put some pockets in, but I didn't have very much of this fabric left. This was, I bought it a long time ago from Peony and Sage when they were having a sale. I don't know if the colour's showing up, but it's, if I crumple it up a bit, it's a peachy colour. Very, very soft peach. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. I've done fancy French seams because I think if you're making something from scratch, it's so lovely to make it the best you can, and that gives me such joy. And it's got 2 little darts in the back. Anyone watching this who actually does make clothing is probably rolling their eyes at me, but I'm really excited about that. Yeah, so I'm really, really happy with it. Still can't remember the name. Never mind. So yeah, that's that. And last in the making is something I'm making with my Patreons. Oops. Hope you can see that okay. It's going to be a piece of wall art, and as you can see it's fading from, oh it's hard, violet to peach. Oh, something just fell on the floor. What was that? Oops, it's a hexagon. Fell out of there. Also with my patrons, we made this design board together. It's been really, really fun to make this. So I've started sewing this little corner here. And I've got a lot more to sew, but this will be stretched over I don't know if they're called box canvases, but you know those deep canvases, so they sit proud on the wall. So it's going to be stretched over one of those. And yes, lots of my patrons are doing it too, so really, really good fun. And this is for the violet tier, so that's the top tier of my Patreon. I don't think there's much else to say about that. Oh, it's Liberty. I didn't say that, did I? Hang on. They're all Liberty hexies. Let's see if I can give you a close-up. that's my last in the making. I have only one finished thing. It's very cute though. You ready? Oh, isn't that sweet? It's a little bunny teething ring. So I bought these organic, I don't know what wood they are, maybe beech, I'm not really sure, but they're organic wooden teething rings. And I really wanted to make this for a friend whose daughter's had a baby. And I'm desperate to send it off, but I'm waiting for something else to come in the post. The pattern I used is Bunnies and Bears is Teether. Did I show this last time? I think I might have done. It's all ringing a bell now. So if I did, I'm very sorry about that. All the links will be below. I won't talk about it too much because I actually think I did, but it is cute, isn't it? So that is all of my making and finished things. The only thing I've got left to show you are two things. One a treat for myself and one a treat for my lovely friend Nikki, which I'm going to show you first. Be ready to be wowed. Oh, hang on, let me get it in its best position for you. Look at this. Look, it's a cape. Oh my goodness, I love this so much. Look at all the animals around the bottom. That's the back. Look at those. And also, just take a moment to look at that knitting. Isn't it perfect? So, a while ago, maybe it would have been last year, my lovely friend Nikki, who you may know as Clara Peggotty or Nikki Winterton, she also has the Sheep and Cheerful podcast. Sheep and Cheerful? Yes, Sheep and Cheerful podcast. She offered to make this for me. Honestly, some people are just so kind and generous and thoughtful, and it just blew me away. Because this is a lot of knitting, isn't it? I mean, an amazing amount of knitting, and this is complex. I would struggle with that terribly. Nikki's a fabulous knitter, and I chose the yarn and sent her the yarn, and she made it for me, and I couldn't love it anymore. I'm not going to model it today because it is so hot, but I will model it another day when it's cooler. But oh, I love it so much. Thank you, Nikki. You are an angel on this earth. Beautiful. I can't remember the pattern, but I think it's by Bunny Muff. All the details below. And the yarn was Drops Nord, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Drops Nord. And I'll link all the colours below if I can. But it's beautiful. I love it. Just love it so much. I do love the hood. I can't wait to go prancing in the woodland in the autumn, spotting mushrooms and toadstools. I'm really hoping I'm going to be well enough to do that. And the last thing is something that I purchased as a massive treat to myself. Oh, how gorgeous is this fabric? Oh my god, I can't remember what this is called. Is it? I'll put it down below. I can't remember. But it's so pretty. So it's Liberty fabric. And this is from Alice Caroline. It's an exclusive colourway to them. Look at the poppies. It's got poppies, astrantia. I think this is called Candy Tuft. Not sure. Cow parsley. It's just beautiful. I'm going to attempt to make myself a dress with this, but I have come to the realisation there may be a slight problem in that it's white and very, not sheer. Sheer's not the right word, but let me show you. It's quite light, and I think with the sun shining through it you would see through it. This is Liberty Tarn Lawn, which is super high quality with a really high, would it be stitch count? Thread count, that would be it. So it's super beautiful, gorgeous weight. Yeah, so I don't know what dress I'm going to make, but I think it's going to definitely have a lined bodice and a lined skirt. Otherwise I may be a bit indecent, I think. I hope you've enjoyed this journal in the garden. I'm not sure if it was the best for actually showing things to you in the screen, but it's been nice sitting here. There's actually a little bit of breeze at the moment, which is gorgeous. The garden is just in full, I don't know if I can, oh there we go, it's in full bloom at the moment. It's just beautiful. I mean, the last few days I've only actually been out late evening, but I can see it from the house and it's just lovely to look at. I think that's everything I wanted to share with you today. So I'm wishing you a happy, healthy and crafty time until I see you next. Bye!